Hey everybody, welcome Mech Warriors and Gearheads and whatever. So, I'm going to do a little bit of a tutorial today. Actually, I'm going to do two of them. The first tutorial is for how to use the master unit list on the Battletech website. So, let me actually see about going back there. So here's the forum. Even if you were to actually go to the site, which is bg.battletech.com, you want to just click on the mule. And when setting up, you can either go through the eras, factions, or by units. Since tomorrow I have a game for Alpha Strike, we're going to do this. The game is set in the Clan Invasion. I already have a list chosen for Comstar. I'm going to do this list here for Clan Ghost Bear. It's a 300-point game. So now to figure out 300 points. I'm probably only going to be able to run a star. So figure out what I'm going to use. Let's see. Fenris is always a good mech. So we'll go over here. Click add. Keep scrolling. So I'm at a medium. Hellhound's another good one. So there's another medium at 50 tons. And it's set at 35 points. So let's see, what else to run? Probably gonna need some heavies up here. We'll take a Mad Dog Prime. I'm trying to think of which of the mechs I actually have painted that are actually in Ghost Bear colors that I can work with. So let's see. I have a Loki. Take that one. That's 4. And let's come all the way down. Actually, there's one of the ones that should have ran. Here, we'll do this. Marauder 2C. And there's one more. There she is. Take that. Now we're going to go to Force up here. And when you click on it, you want to choose the Alpha Strike Builder. Now I have 6 units, so I'm going to drop 1. And I'm already at 270 points, so, but that's for 6, and we're going to just run 5. So we're going to drop the, we're going to drop the Fenris. Now their base skills are 3. So you go over here to where it says skill, and that's going to change everything since since clan's average skill are 3. So right now I'm at 271 points. So that means I can go take the Marauder 2C, boost that to a 1, take the Kodiak. Oops, too high. And we'll probably have to do this here. Knock one down to a 4. So as you can see, I got skills. So he's basically green. I have a veteran. Go away. I have a veteran and two. I have a veteran and two veterans and 2 elites as well. So I'll hit that. And now that's setting up there, so I can print that out later on. Now we're going to clear that. We're going to go back to the arrows. And my second list, I'm going to go mercenary. So, So the symbol I want to look for is, for the most part, is up to here. I want the Mad Cat, if you can see that. So that's going to tell me that I'm good to put everything up here for the Star League. Or not the Star League, but the Clan Invasion. Sorry about that. There's a Star League era, and I want to say I think is Succession Wars. So we'll run this. Choose that one. Run a mongoose. I don't have a hitman painted up. I think my hitman is missing some pieces, so we'll move on. We're going to take a spider. I figure what I'll do is I'll run lights and mediums in the mercenary. We'll take the QD for Valkyrie. And there's my 4 light mechs. Now, let's see. We'll take a blackjack. Take the 5S, Hatchet Man. Take a Centurion. That should be 3. One more. I think we need a missile boat. So now we're going to go back up here to the force, click on the Alpha Strike Builder. There are my units. I'm at 220 points. So let's play with these. Oops. Wait, he's not that good. Sorry. Well, that's going to be the case. Put him to 4. And oops, can't have him at 2 then. All right. Back over to here. So this downloads. There they are. So I can get those printed out later on. And that's it. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show people was when I'm doing a campaign and I'm using basically my campaigns are primarily will always be Total Warfare or Classic Rules. I like using MEKHQ. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up MEKHQ. Keep in mind, this is already running. This is not the new one that I just downloaded because that will take time. So we're going to show you here. So you want to click on that. Basically, you're going to want to click Start a New Campaign. Then you're going to choose, do you want it against the bot? Campaign operations, which is the one I actually like to run. Or you got Total Warfare Standard. You got one of the guys who developed named MEKHQ, and his version is basically off of MechWarrior 2 presets. So, and basically the default that people will use for MEKHQ is always going to be the Total Warfare Standard. Campaign operations is actually, I kind of like a little bit better. Then you choose your date. So let's say we want to go January 1st, 3067. This is where you're going to choose your tech limits, but you go back here. You name your group. You got your repair. You set everything up like that. All the way down to the skills. MEKHQ is what I like best because of the fact that here I'll actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So cancel. We'll load a campaign. We'll load my solo campaign. And I'll show you what I'm talking about with this. So I have a solo campaign going for my own unit, and I've chosen the personnel and stuff like that. Now the one thing is here is that you got to be careful when you're going through the settings, because you can actually have pregnancy involved with your mech warriors and admins and all the other staff. So that makes it, makes it interesting, because that's how one way of always keeping the unit alive, especially if you're playing a mercenary unit, which I am not. I'm actually playing an affiliation to House Karita. So if you guys don't like it, you can suck it. I don't care. That's always been my faction of choice anyways. So, when you're choosing, and so like after you got a repair bay, you got an infirmary, so you, and stuff like that. I use this to print out the sheets in my ops for the, when I'm running a campaign, because one of the campaigns I do run here, we'll just go back and I'll load a campaign. We're going to go into the Jagged Sharks and click on that from when I last used them. So like, here's the personnel for everybody and what their rides are. It looks like John we need to get him a brand new mech. So I'll have to work on that. I will be rebooting this campaign here probably later in the springtime, so that way one of the guys can make it back up, coming up from the University of Idaho. But the reason why I choose this way is because, like, here I have a hatchet man. I can take all this and get this done. It saves me time from looking at the books. What would be the cost of repairs and stuff like that? I already have all that here. That's one of the best things about this game, and why I use it for Total Warfare or Classic Rules. I would not use this for Alpha Strike, as the fact that I am just not sure how that would work with it, and but I'm sure you could probably do that. But this, as I said though, MEKHQ is not set up for Alpha Strike, so you would actually have to probably do everything with that by hand. And just close this out. I'm done. If you have any questions, just send me a message. If you're in the group, North Idaho, Eastern Washington Battletech group, just feel free to send me a message or ask me questions on there about that. Otherwise, in the comments, we're good. You guys have a great rest of your day, and stay strong, Mech Warriors.